turf. I never switch sides, like even when I die, I'ma ride for the squad. Let her ties in the hearse. I've been on the vibe, kinda hard to describe. I'm in between, I'm good and it's fine, but I'm tired of the grind. Then I come alive in the night to realize I'm in the middle of the time of my life. I never so packed for the stack, never lied on the rap. Got a bag from the way that I write it. Queen looking Tyson, do that ass survive, doing 80 to the house. Then I hit it to the sky, change haters on a tirade. Talking to their grip in the face, be still, let that hate stuff fade. We all want the same, we all want a meal in the safe. I wanna live like I'm trying to reach enlightenment. Trail spill from my lips, feel bent from the bib. Take a sip till I pass out. Try and get grit, but it don't make sense. Cause you can lose life on this fast route. Yeah, turn thoughts to a cash cow.
Welcome back everyone. So in today's video I'm going to be telling you places you can actually visit in Ghana if you're coming for vacation or summer this period. Now if you watch my channel over the years, I've always educated people on what they need to know about living in Ghana, how I am here as a foreigner. You know, yes, I've been here for almost 3 years now, and what actually brought me here is not really relocation, it's just my husband works here, so that is why I am here. I like seeing this almost every time, so I don't get people just feel like, oh, are you trying to make a lot of people come and all that. My work is just to educate people out there, and this is because I get messages a lot from people asking me these questions. And within this, I've also done a lot of lifestyle videos around living in Ghana, places you can visit. I love to explore, I love adventure a lot, and I have done this. If you're new to my channel, please just click on my playlist Living in Ghana. You'll see a lot of things you need to know about Ghana. If you're in Nigeria, everything you also need to know. In this video, yes, I'm also going to be talking about what you need to know if you're visiting. I'm going to be doing another video explaining again, coming into Ghana, you're relocating into Ghana, everything you need to know. When I did it last and now, they are absolutely not the same thing. So I need to do an updated one for you to learn from. Now it's summer season, a lot of people actually tend to travel. In one of my trips sometime, or when I was touring, I actually saw some group of Nigerians who came to come and explore Ghana. So one actually knew me because she actually searched for what she needed to know before coming to Ghana. I felt super excited because, oh, that means a lot of people actually click these things, they watch these things. Apart from people who actually just ask me questions in my DM, there are people who actually come on YouTube to check for these things. That's why from time to time I tend to update these things. And that's exactly what I'm going to be doing here again today, because people want to travel. I know what the world is like right now. The inflation rate, so many things going on, but trust me, there are still people who travel every now and then. Now, coming to traveling to Ghana from Nigeria or anywhere from West Africa. Yes, we are in an ECOWAS country, and we know that within ECOWAS country there's free travel movement within the West African countries. Now, if you're coming from Nigeria through road, there are a lot of people who will do this. Yes, I say very soon I'm going to actually try it so that I can talk about my experience traveling from maybe Ghana to Nigeria or Nigeria to Ghana by road. Very, very soon I will do that. But for now, these are the two options we have. If you're coming from Nigeria to Ghana or Ghana to Nigeria, you either have a road option or the flight option. Yes, you can actually travel by road. There are people who have done who tell me between 8 to 9, 10 hours, you're already in Nigeria, and some say it's more than that. But just like I said, when I try it, I'm going to document it and do it in a video so a lot of people will see what it looks like. But all the times I've traveled, I actually travel by air. So if you're going to be traveling by air, you're going to need your vaccine card and your yellow fever card. If you're traveling by road, all you need is just your international passport. Yes, they don't have that restriction of vaccine and all if you're traveling by road. But if you're traveling by air, you need your yellow fever card and you need your vaccine card. And when you come into Ghana, of course, some people actually ask me of the exchange rate. Exchange rate is subject to that period. right now the exchange rate last week is not what it is. This week the exchange rate last month is not what it is. So it's dependent on that particular time you're traveling. So you can actually slide into my DM to ask, maybe if you intend to come, you can ask in my DM what the exchange rate is, and I can actually help you out with any of these things. So you're coming into Ghana, of course you need to book your your hotel ahead of time. This will help you know to get stranded, and also mainly you come in always, if you have a friend here who you're going to come and live with, fantastic, because I know a lot of Nigerians actually live here in Ghana. So if you have a friend, a fantastic one that is ready to accommodate you, that's another thing too, because not all friends can actually accept that. But if you're going to be booking, if you're going to be staying in a hotel, there are so many hotels here. You can stay in Accra. Yes, most times when people come into Ghana, they actually come into Accra. Now, moving around, I always say it, or I say it a whole lot of times, that I actually enjoy outside of Accra than actually Accra. Number one, Accra is crowded. Number two, maybe traffic. Number three, it's actually just congested here. I'm not saying it's bad. Of course, this is where the money is. Capital of every country actually has the tendency of having higher population than other places. So it's also the same thing here. But of course, when you come, I feel like don't just stay in Accra alone. Try as much as possible to move to the closest regions around Greater Accra. Greater Accra region is a region. In Nigeria, we call it states, and the capitals here, it's called regions. So yeah, this Accra is Greater Accra region. So around Greater Accra region, we have the Central region, the Eastern region, and the Volta region. These are places I've been to. So I'm going to be telling you places you can visit in any of these places I mentioned. Of course, I'm not going to be mentioning all. I'm only going to tell you some of the ones I've been to. And this is based on your budget. Yes, I must also say that it's based on what you have. If what you have is just, let it be that I've been to Accra, let me come and see what it feels like. Or I've been to Ghana, let it be that I've been to Ghana. So this is what you have. You're going to stay in Accra, no problem. But I just feel like, just like when you talk about Nigeria and everybody else say, where have you been to in Nigeria? You say Lagos. Lagos is a commercial center. Enjoyment, of course, there's the enjoyment part of Lagos. But Lagos is more costly. So when you go there, you're not going to get a good experience of Nigeria with just Lagos. So I feel like that's the same thing you have in Accra here. If you really want to enjoy a country, just don't go to the most commercial center. Yes, you might actually get into the country through the commercial center, but try and also explore other places. That has always been my opinion. I remember when a fellow YouTuber reached out to me, this was exactly what I told her. I just asked her when she reached out to me on my DM and said she wants to visit Ghana. I said, where in Ghana? She said, Accra, of course. I said, just Accra? No, try to visit other places. So you have a feel of what it is like. Like I said, watch my playlist Living in Ghana. I've done a lot of videos about different places you can be to, and I'm going to be mentioning some of those places right now. So you're visiting Accra. Your hotel is based on your budget. Like, I'm not going to tell you, hotels are so and so. If you have money to you want to come and groove, why not? You go for more luxury hotels where you know that I'm working with a budget, or I'm coming with friends, so you guys are gonna divide it. Of course, it's always better to come in a company of people. Most of my travels, I do it in a company of people because it's more exciting. It's not boring, that way when you are in a company of other friends, colleagues, and all that. So of course, you can't say you are in Ghana and you didn't visit, or you are in Accra and you didn't visit the Independence Gate. It's not possible. In fact, that's the trademark, or that is the signature that you've been to Ghana, the Independence Gate. Yeah, so that's number one for Accra. So another place I visited in Accra here will be the zoo. I visited the zoo here, and it's okay. The zoo is okay. I don't see a lot of Ghanaians go there, or I've not seen a lot of YouTubers do videos about it. But when I visited the place, I actually liked it. Yes, when you're entering the place, you'll be like, where are they taking me to? But when you get into the place, you actually love it there. My next is going to be the Osukasu. Yeah, Osukasu is another place I actually liked. I liked the place, and a lot of Ghanaians. I remember when I did a video about Osukasu, I was shocked that a lot of people say they're actually living in Accra, they've not been there before. like I was shocked that how can you be living in Accra as a Ghanaian and you've not been to this place before. But for Independence Gate, I don't think there's any Ghanaian that hasn't been there before. It's just somewhere that it's just on the road, you know, around Osu. So yes, since it's just around Osu there, if you visit the Independence Gate, you know, you visit the Black Star Square. The Black Star Square is they're just beside each other. Then you can do well to visit the Osu Castle. So then you can actually do the Accra Zoo. Now you can also do beaches in Accra, in as much as I don't enjoy the beaches here in Accra, because I said something from the beginning, it's crowded here. So the beaches are not all well maintained, but they're actually private beaches. Another place I recommend for you is the East Legon Botanical Gardens. Yeah, the last time I went there, it was raining, and the rain took a lot of time, so I couldn't enter. So you might not see a video of that place, but that's another place to visit in Accra. Now, these are places I'm mentioning, like I said, are places I've been to. For shopping, of course, you need to go to Accra Mall. That's like the biggest mall, you know, one of the biggest malls in Ghana. Yeah, so you need to visit Accra Mall. Another place I would like you to visit is Melcom, the one on Spintex. That's a very standard mall. And if you want cheap things, like you want to go back with a lot of quality but affordable things, you can do China Mall. That's another place. So of course, there's no way you come to a country and you want to shop and go with things. Then you also need to visit Mokola Market. That's another place. This is like the largest market in Ghana. Is very, very big. If you know Balogun Market in Lagos, this is just like a replica of Balogun Market in Lagos. So of course you need to visit to buy one or two things. Another place I've visited is Accra Arts Market. Arts Market is actually good, but their things are quite pricey. But it depends on your budget. If you're ready to go with all the cultural and arts things in Ghana, that's a good place to go. Now that's it with Accra. I know some people will have other options. Please drop it in the comment section for me. Just drop it in the comment section. So outside of Accra, now we are done with Greater Accra region. Let's move to the next. Let me start with Central region, because that's somewhere I visited very recently. So let's do Central region. Central region is where we have Cape Coast. And Cape Coast is one precious place when we talk about the history of Africa. Yes, because in Cape Coast, okay, also what we have in Osu, the Osu Castle, but in Cape Coast we have more castles there than we have in Accra. And if you're talking about slave trade, this is where you go and learn about the history of slave trade, how our forefathers were sold out as slaves, you know, to country, out to the world. You know, they were sold out of Africa and taken to America and Europe. Now this place is going to show you those castles. Some of the castles are still very much, you know, there, and a lot of people come there daily. The 2 times I've been to Cape Coast Castle, the crowd that comes in here, and most of them are Black Americans, and you can also actually see whites who come here to come and learn. Remember, of course, you know, whites, they love to explore, so they go to these places to go and see what is happening. So that is the Cape Coast Castle. Then you have the Elmina Castle. I went to the Elmina Castle. The video is also on my playlist, Living in Ghana. Please, you can do well to watch what it looks like. I also love the beaches in Cape Coast. The beaches here are neat, very clean. They don't have a lot of people. They are very, very neat. And I love Cape Coast because it's very, very serene, quiet, peaceful, beautiful there. If I'm going to think of somewhere else outside of Accra to settle, I think I love Cape Coast. But of course, a lot of people want to settle here in, what's it called, in Accra, because it's the commercial nav of Ghana, and this is the capital. Capital of any country is always very, very, you know, populated. So that is that with Cape Coast. Now, still in Central region, there's somewhere called Kakun Natural Park. This park has the water, what's it called, the canopy walk, and trust me, get ready, because this place is, in fact, all the places I've been to outside of Accra, I just go there, I'm excited, I want to go, but when the journey starts, oh my god, if you're very fit, you won't have issues with any of these places. But if you're not so fit, like you don't do exercises every time, and you start this journey, you're going to be like, what is this? But at the end of the day, you end up enjoying it so much. So let's move to Volta region. In fact, of all the regions, Volta region is my most visited region, and I enjoy Volta region a whole lot. And if not for anything, my experience on Afat Jator, the highest mountain in West Africa, was everything. I have that video also on my channel. Please do well to watch it. Now, when it comes to Volta region, one thing I love the most is Amajofe. I hope I pronounced it well. I'm learning most of this pronunciation. Sometimes I forget them, don't mind me. But Amajofe is somewhere I would tell you to visit because this place is beautiful, and that actually is the coldest place in Ghana. Guys, you're going to find yourself on a canopy walk, you're seeing waterfall, and you're seeing a large vegetation. The same place. I went to this place on a rainy day, so it was somehow for me, but I still enjoy when you're going down to this place, you are not ready for what you will be seeing. You know when you are not, so you just feel like, oh, it's just one of those things, until you now get closer and you're like, wow. That is Amajofe for you. The coldest. This area is actually really cold. In fact, when we went, there was a lot of fog. Like I couldn't see my front. I couldn't see if maybe you walk some meters away from me, I can't see you again. Like the fog there it just felt like I was in Europe. Yeah, and it's quite hilly in this area. So another place you can visit in Volta region is the Monkey Sanctuary, Whale Waterfall. In fact, there's so many places in Volta region that you will enjoy. Whale Waterfall, that's the longest waterfall in Ghana, if not West Africa. Yes, but I'm not too sure with West Africa, so let me just leave it at Ghana. Whale Waterfall. Like you have to walk about 45 minutes from where you are camping to get to the waterfall. When you get to this place, you will forget all the trekking you did, and you're going to climb, I think, 8 or 9 bridges before you get to where the waterfall is. When you now get to where the waterfall is, oh my god, I have a video on this also on my channel. Like all these places I'm mentioning for you, I'm not just mentioning because I want to mention, I'm mentioning because it is what I have seen myself. So is there any other place in Volta region I did not mention? Please drop it in my comment section. Now the next is going to be Eastern region. Eastern region is also on the border between Greater Accra region. So this is somewhere I also enjoy because of my recent trip, or some months back, I went to Kwewu in the Eastern region. Another time again, I went to Eburi in the Eastern region. So Eastern region and Volta region, these are my most visited, yes. Eastern and Volta. Cape Coast, I've been to Cape Coast twice, I've been to Volta 3 times, I've been to Eastern 3 times. So you can see I'm not telling you something because I just want to tell you. I'm telling you what I've experienced severally myself. Now for Eastern regions, for Eastern region, I mean Kwewu is one place you need to visit, if not for anything. You see that pyramid, the hills there. I went there during the paragliding period and I enjoyed it as much as I didn't do it. I was so scared of the paragliding something, but I have very good video of that place, so that's somewhere you need to visit. You are gonna enjoy it. So my number 2 will be Eburi. See, if you're going to Eburi, ensure you walk on that Eburi zigzag mountain. You know, you're walking on the road, before you know you'll get to the top. You know, that zigzag, I love that road a lot. Like I did a video on it too, walking through the Eburi mountains, like the mountains, yeah, from Accra to Eburi mountains, and you just zigzag road, and it was exciting. If you go there on a Saturday morning, you're going to see a lot of people actually exercising on this mountain. I have a video also on my channel. Please do well to watch it. Now when you finally get to Eburi, you can go to the Eburi Botanical Gardens. Yes, everything about this garden is all natural. Also in Kwewu or in Eastern region, you need to visit the Stone Age Park, and you also need to visit the island. Yes, we went to this wonderful island. You might not be able to because that place is far. It's a long distance and the road is not too good, but just watch all these videos on my channel so you understand what I am talking about. So in Eastern region, is there any other place I didn't mention? Please do well to drop it in my comment section. So guys, what are your thoughts about this? So have I helped you with your trip? You're coming around, you need tips on places to go. I just mentioned some to you, and you'll help yourself by watching the video so that you understand everything I'm saying here. Just go to my Living in Ghana playlist and watch these videos I just mentioned to you. So guys, in my next video I'll be talking about living in Ghana, what you need to know about living in Ghana as a foreigner, from your rent, school fees, electricity bill, internet, everything, your monthly cost of living. What is it? How much do we spend a month as a family? I am going to tell you in my next video. So guys, did you enjoy this video? Please just give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Also turn on your notification. Just turn on your notification button so you'll be amongst the first to see any of my videos when I drop them. So I do travel, lifestyle and trend content. That's basically all I do here. So thank you so much for watching. So as I've mentioned all these places to you, now which one do you think you will visit when you come? Drop it in the comments section. Alright, thank you so much for watching my video. See you in my next video, living in Ghana. Bye.